Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's second video, doing the detailed European outlook for today's second video. So we're going to be having a look at the weather for the next week, 10 days in detail across Europe. And I shall get on that for you in a moment. Just say that first, a video details our 6-7 UK weather forecast is 10 to 14 day out, with all of the regular features on the way later on today as well. Please like, share and subscribe on all of today's videos and content. And thank you so much everybody for doing that. The GavsWeatherVids, thank you so much everyone. Right, we're going to start off with the situation across Europe today. So a ridge of high pressure, an area of high pressure has built up from the south to the south of this area of high pressure. There's some extremely hot air across much of southern Europe, and that hot air is trying to push northwards with this ridge. We've still got low pressure in the Atlantic out to the north and the west. The upper air temperatures show this up very nicely, so a little bit cooler with the upper air temperatures, but still quite warm to the north and west. But the real heat is down across central and southern parts of Europe, anywhere from right central France southwards, really hot with those upper air temperatures. The heat extends all the way from Spain, Portugal in the west, right way over to Greece and Turkey, and up to the Black Sea in the east. Real heat wave conditions there. Now, it's mostly dry across many parts of Europe today, with lots of hot sunshine, a few thunderstorms in southwest Russia in towards Ukraine, one or two more coming south in towards Romania and the Balkans, and more showery conditions across Scandinavia, especially central and northern parts of Sweden, also towards Finland and also Norway as well. So it is Scandinavia and Nordic regions with both showers. And we have got some rain through western Scotland and Northern Ireland. But that said, the bulk of Europe is mostly dry, sunny and very hot. Look at these temperatures widely into the mid to upper 30 Celsius, if not to 40 degrees perhaps in some places. Baking hot, dangerously hot through southern parts of Europe. If you're off to the Greek islands, or if you're off to Spain, or any of the holiday hotspots, it really is going to be a case of take your fat to 50, because the sun is going to be intensely hot through the course of today. It gets progressively cooler the further north as you go, but we are being interested in staying some of that heat up in towards northern France, in towards the southeast of England, the Low Countries, Germany, even towards Denmark, where it's been pretty cool through the summer so far. We are seeing those temperatures start to lift up, but the Scandinavian peninsula still looks disappointingly cool today. Tomorrow, Friday, we'll see that ridge of high pressure gradually slipping towards the east as lower pressure starts edging into the far west and northwest of Europe from off the Atlantic. Check out those upper air temperatures. Wow, wow, wow. Really hot across many southern parts of Europe, again from Spain, Portugal, all the way over to Greece and Turkey and the east, and all points in between, including the central part of the holiday hotspots, Mallorca, Menorca, Ibiza, Corsica, Sardinia, and Italy. Really hot with those upper air temperatures. And they extend from the Balkans all the way down towards the Black Sea as well. The warmth is pushing further north as well, so warming up into France, into the Low Countries, to Germany. Still a bit of a struggle with the upper air temperatures for Scandinavia, and we're just in the glancing blow of this heat across the far southeast of the country on Friday, but further north and west, see the cooler upper air temperatures beginning to come back in from the Atlantic. Again, a lot of dry weather around, some thunderstorms being set off by the heat and humidity over the Alps, one or two eastern parts of France, but basically it's dry, sunny and hot through most parts of Europe again on Friday. We have got some showers in the north though, particularly Finland and down into the Baltic Sea states of Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania, as well as northwestern Russia. Could be some showers through there, and some rain coming back in towards Ireland and western Scotland, so that could be quite heavy persistent. It'll be a very hot day again on Friday across most central and southern parts of Europe, and warmer further north as well. Now we see Northern France, for example, seeing the temperature going into the 30 Celsius, hitting 30 degrees perhaps the southeast corner of England, and in towards the Low Countries, some parts of Germany, and also towards Poland as well. To the far northwest of that, though, it is somewhat cooler. Well, we move on into Saturday. The low pressure starts pushing eastwards through the western portion of Europe as the high pressure begins to retreat up towards the east of the northeast. Again, really hot, extremely hot with the upper air temperature across southern Europe. The heat gets shunted a little bit further eastwards as well, so starting to affect Germany with Poland, and Poland a little bit more. Is warming up into Scandinavia with those southerly winds as well. At the same time, cooler, fresher air starting to move back in from the Atlantic into western portions of Europe. With that cooler air comes outbreaks of rain, so there could be some heavy rain, maybe some thunderstorms pushing eastwards across the UK and maybe into northern France and below countries. On Saturday, many other areas looking dry, still with both shower conditions in the extreme northeast and some thunderstorms being set off by the heat and humidity over Balkans and possibly over some of the Italian mountains. But again, many areas looking mostly dry, sunny, and you see from the temperature really hot once more through the Med and into that southeastern corner. It is warming up again though from Germany, Poland into the northeast of Europe and also Scandinavia, Nordic regions, but at the same time this cooler air coming back in towards Ireland and the UK behind that trough of low pressure. Moving on into Sunday, so we find that cooler air is coming into the northwest with another little area, low pressure out in the Atlantic. At the same time, high pressure is shifting up towards Scandinavia and the far northern portion of Europe. Upper air temperatures remain really hot in the south, and the heat through the central and increasing eastern portions of Europe actually as we go through into the second half of the weekend. But look at this cooler air coming back in towards Ireland, the UK and France, but cool down begins to take place again as we get through into Sunday. And the dividing line, of course, is this area of precipitation here. There's some heavy rain in towards Norway and Denmark, and as we come southwards, that could turn thundery through Germany and south of that in towards Austria, Hungary, and around those Alpine regions as well as eastern parts of France. Drier behind that area of precipitation, but some showers come back in towards Ireland and Scotland, and then many northern and eastern areas remain dry, but still some showers left in the far eastern and northeastern portion of Europe. Look how the heat is gradually being shunted further eastwards as well as this cooler air begins to drift back into the West Europe, and the real heat again will be down across many southern parts of Europe, including the Med. On into Monday, low pressure is sitting over the top of the UK and Ireland then, with another trough up towards Norway and Sweden. Probably the ridge is gradually tending to break down. The upper air temperatures looking very warm across Scandinavia, Nordic region, but again the real heat is across southern Europe, especially Spain, Portugal, into North Africa, and through the Med into southeastern Korea, again the Balkans, for example, Romania, over the Adriatic to Italy, down towards Greece and Turkey. That's where you have those intensely hot upper air temperatures, but at the same time cooler, fresh air is definitely coming back into the west of the northwest of Europe once again. Now there's heavy rain there with Norway and Scandinavia coming south in towards Denmark, eastern Germany, and also western portions of Poland. Got some thunder mixed in, especially as we come further south into that heat and humidity. Probably some thunderstorms being set off in this far southeastern corner and further outbreaks of rain in towards Ireland and the UK. Otherwise, I'm sorry everyone, otherwise I'm getting too excited for this hot weather. Otherwise, really some of the southwestern regions, so will be mostly dry. And again, look at those temperatures, intensely hot through many parts of Spain and Portugal, way up into 30 Celsius, if not to 40 degrees or more. And the heat is there in the southeastern portion of Europe as well. But it is once more a cooler, fresher scene further north and west. Tuesday starts to get set a little ridge of high pressure from the Azores high into western portions of Europe, still that area of high pressure to the far north of Scandinavia too. Upper air temperatures remain hot in the south and in the southeast Europe, always cooler out to the west and the northwest once again. Heavy rain and or thunderstorms from below country Germany into Poland and extending northwards into the Baltic Sea states and north of that in towards Norway and also Sweden as well. Further south, there's going to be a lot of dry weather, particularly through the Med, the central western part of Med, looking mostly dry, sunny and hot or very hot. Look at the temperatures again, see what the heat is across these more southern portions of Europe. Again, always that little bit cooler out to the northwest. Moving through into Wednesday, low pressure starting to deepen in the North Atlantic, begin to flatten off this ridge that's built into the western portion of Europe. The upper air temperatures remain hot, very hot or exceptionally hot across most southern parts of Europe. Heat wave conditions maintained throughout the week down in the Med. Pretty warm the upper air temperature in the far north and northeast Europe, and starting to lift the upper air temperature up a little bit through western portions of Europe as well. The heavy rain and thunderstorms extending further eastwards through Germany into Ukraine, up to Belarus and Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania, through the Baltic Sea, some parts of Finland, and particularly back to Sweden and Norway. Could be some big downpours and thunderstorms through there. Much of Western Europe looking mainly dry until we pick up further outbreaks of rain starting to come back from the Atlantic in towards the UK and Ireland. Ireland. Temperatures very hot again across the southern portions of Europe, cooler to the northwest, but looking really quite warm through northern parts of Sweden, Finland, and down to Baltic Sea states, you'll notice. Though pretty warm through there. And then that takes us through next Thursday, a week's time. Low pressure is coming into the northwest of Europe as this ridge resource starts to pull back out into the Atlantic. Upper air temps remain hard across some parts of Europe, very warm in the north and cooler out to the northwest. Outbreaks of heavy and persistent rain through Ireland, the UK, France, Low Countries, pushing in towards Germany and Denmark with more wet weather through Norway and into Sweden and around the Baltic Sea states down into Poland as well. Elsewhere, lots of dry weather by the look of it on Thursday though, and the hottest temperatures are in the south of Europe again, will be cooler in the north and the west. So I'll just run you on today 10. So this is Friday next week, rather cool with west-northwesterly winds pushing eastwards across particularly western portions of Europe, but gradually extending a little bit further eastwards as well. Then that takes us through to day 10, which is going to be Sunday the 28th of April, July, I should say. What are you on about, Gav? It's been a long day. I'm recording this at 12 minutes past 11 at night, blimey. So, yes, no, it looks like we're going to be seeing further showery conditions through next weekend, and the hottest temperatures, let's have a look at the uppers. The hottest temperatures look like they're still maintained down across the south. Yes, see another heat dome there across many southern parts of Europe, but look how much cooler the upper air temperatures are further north and west. Particularly cooler upper air temperatures still hang around like a bad smell across the UK and Ireland. Well, there we go. What a forecast there. So the heat is on, heat wave for southern Europe, always cooler further north, but we do pull some of that warmth up very briefly into the northern portions of Europe and western portions of Europe over the coming days before it all gets swept away later on next week back to the south and the east. Right, well, we're going to be back a little bit later on in 10 to 14 day. Come back for that shortly, or in a couple of hours. But for this one, that's all for now. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.